Talk about a mellow intro. Did not hype me up like our normal one, but good morning. Happy Wednesday,
No, I'm trying
everybody.
to hype
Welcome on
myself
into
up right now,
Premarket.
dude. Trying to get hyped. Can you hear this song? Do you know this song?
But yo, I'm making money, Steve. So yo, world, I hope you're ready for
Actually, can hear it. Normally, you can't. Normally, it drowns it out. Yeah, we'll have a better
Eight
intro for Ace Specs TV.
8 years ago, this video was up, bro. 55 million views. You don't know this song?
Jesus. I don't think so. I could barely hear it.
No, you can't hear it. The hump day,
Barely.
bro. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. Come on,
Yeah.
get with the fucking program. Hump
Trev,
dance,
what's
hump
up?
day dance.
Caesar.
What's up, boys?
But we'll be on Ace Specs TV in like 45 minutes or so. But let's do some pre-market prep here, shall we? Go over any trades from yesterday you guys want to take a look at. Any levels we're looking at today. We got 40 minutes or so into the open. ES is trying to hold up bullish here, really mellow overnight. I mean, obviously it's going to look small compared to yesterday's big move down, but buyers stepped in around 2 o'clock just to end the day a little bit higher, but still very much down. And then sideways overnight, really, when you look at it within like a 30 to 30-point range on ES, but still trying to hold above its overnight view up, which is also stacked on that previous day's New York. If you look at NQ, it's below its previous day's New York and very much more sideways of no buyers really in control, just moving sideways. That could this be a lower high from yesterday's move down? And we want to head back lower into the open and into the session. We'll have to wait and see what those first 15 minutes do. I mean, ES is maybe defending it a little bit better, so definitely want to wait for more information. But are you seeing anything this morning differently on
No,
ES or NQ? Nothing
no.
too clean.
You're focused on that. I'm looking bigger picture. I'm looking at silver's up 6% this morning. Gold's up 1.8%. Bitcoin is down still today, 0.5%. So I'm looking at actually those three. Bitcoin's actually making new lows of the last, Asian session, London session, new lows since last night.
Yeah,
So I'm looking at that.
taking out last April's swing high here at like 76.
I mean, I'm heavily looking at this on my investment idea here. I literally, bro, last night was like that scene in the movie where like the actor's laying in the bed with his fingers like this, and he's just staring up into the blank ceiling, into the darkness, thinking about something super important. I feel like that was me last night, just caught in this thought about like this chart, this one.
If you buy it and it goes back to the highs,
If I don't buy it, is what I was thinking, not if I buy it. So you're thinking I'm salivating and I got a rock hard boner and I'm salivating over the win. No, dude. No, no, no. I'm salivating over the potential regret of if I'm sitting here talking to you and I got to rewatch this clip and I don't buy some of this here at 20. But does it go to 10? Yeah, I think it could go to 10. I think I could lose half my money. And then I'm still not convinced on it because I was reading about it more last night. This thing is an ETF with daily rotation, which means there's something about it that has to do with decay. There's like an aspect of decay to it, where if you hold it for too long, you can actually lose money. So I still don't have enough information to understand that. So I can't feel confident to put money in it. But just the chart was just burning into my eyeballs looking at this. You know what I'm saying? Like just from a risk reward time perspective of
yeah.
Bitcoin, knowing what I know about inflation, it's a simple question. Do you think Bitcoin goes to zero, or does Bitcoin retest its all-time high to some extent? Right. It's like a
Yeah.
no-brainer.
I mean, it seems like this is only like 2 years old, 2024.
Yeah, it's a new
The
ETF.
monthly chart.
Yeah, it's a new ETF. Let's take a look here. Let's ask chat and see what chat says. But yeah, as far as a take on the indices this morning, stocks I think are pretty flat overnight from what I was looking at. Haven't moved too much. I mean, maybe Google is our big mover. The rest of them look pretty flat overnight, including Tesla and Netflix. $80 Netflix, crazy. So with stocks pretty flat, overnight pretty flat, inside bar day after the dump yesterday, dude, tough to have a bias. I have a lot of, with the way I'm looking at this with the indicator, we've got previous day and previous week point of control pretty tight together. And then above that, value area highs, value area lows. So like, I think this is probably more choppy than trendy. And then I think you're trendy down here and you're trendy up here. That would be my guess. So trendy above 69.80, trendy below 30, 35, something like that. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think Zach likes the previous day's point of control is that 80% setup, right? From a while
Previous,
ago. So, like,
Previous day point of control. What, that it gets touched 80% of the time?
the line, right?
Yeah.
That's the percent, so I think he would at least want that to go reach higher for longs, and then if it breaks above it, yeah, like you said, that's the trending area.
I mean, I like the idea too of the um, previous week value area low holding here at the bottom. You could see that held in Asian session. It held here in London session as well. So I like the idea of maybe seeing that touched if that's the case with that stat.
Yeah, it's
Bookmap
interesting.
also confirms that. If you look at Bookmap, there's orders going up to 65, 70, 85, 90. That would be way up here to previous week value area highs 07. So I think there's a bull thesis in there somewhere that we just talked about, right? There's a bull thesis in there. What's the bear
Always.
thesis? Yeah, always.
Bear thesis is we're back below all-time high VWAP, even though it was only set a week ago. Yeah, man, I guess if you're below the previous day's point of control, Randy would like shorts, and then you got all this trending area, like you could say, to the previous value area. I know you have the weekly levels down there too, but looking at NQ, right off its previous days, New York and has its POC below us. I could definitely see these as lower highs until it really gets above and breaks above and holds above these levels. I think this could be a lower high from yesterday's big move down. No real news today, right? Wednesday, we got
That's what I'm looking at right now.
PMI, services PMI at 10. So, what else is new every morning? Seems to be something at 8:30 or 10. Thoughts on risking 50% drawdown on a free combine I got on one trade, on one day, Trev? I mean, if you got a free combine or a free challenge, free whatever, I always say try to respect it of like, don't just sling it just because it was free, you know? Try to take advantage of it and get it to pass. So, yes, maybe take it a little bit more aggressively than you would if you bought it. But I would say maybe like 50% of your drawdown in a day, maybe not one trade, but you do you. You know, it was free. No harm done, I guess. I guess if you got a free combine, you probably got to activate it, right? That's probably why they hand out free combines. You got to activate it if you pass it. Yeah, look at YM yesterday, just straight down, straight back up, slowly crawling higher here as well. Ugly chart. And then it obviously depends on how volatile the open is. But if we get below yesterday's low, break below this value area low, that could be definitely bearish. Have to be a buyer down there. New low a week, or where's low a week? Actually, it'd probably be still Monday's low. 25,176. Yeah, if you guys need a top one account, those are still running 60% off on your first one or your next one. I keep checking every morning just to see. So when in doubt, check it out. Just use code Evan. It'll put in the max discount that there is at the time. So if you already bought a Tradeovate account, it might show 40%, but either way, it's the best deal that they're running right now. And then, yeah, Trev, keep us updated on what you do on that if you're trading it today or the rest of the week. It's tough to say be conservative with something you got for free, you know? Yeah, so then indices coming down a little bit lower here like we thought. And Q already leading the charge here below its VWAPs. If you guys were on stream yesterday, you probably saw the one trade. Very quick scalp. This markup's fine. Let's go over this one too. So this was the short yesterday I took on stream. It was clearly momentum play all the way here at the bottom. That the first break of open range low ran very nicely. No retest to this New York view up at all, except for like 6 minutes into the day. No full pullback there. Certainly not during my trade. That I thought about buying it. And the longs do eventually work. Eventually. But it's like I want to get the one that's more probable that instead of trying to time the bottom here of like 10 candles down, a bullish bar, okay, long it. And then a stop loss right at the low, swept out. A bullish bar again, okay, long it. Stop loss at the low, you get swept out. It's like that's just a endless cycle that it's terrible. And then it eventually works, but it's just like I thought about buying it, but just because it was too low for me to want to sell it, but it's not too low. It can keep on going. So once it took this lower day view up, just played the momentum for 2 minutes and got out. More so on that, I know it did come lower on the day, but here's the better markup of it. in 2 minutes, literally, of my trade was the best exit you can get that I could have still been in it an hour and a half later over here and been around the same profits I could have gotten in the first 2 minutes. So, would it have been worth it to hold on and try to stretch more? No. Most you could have made was in 2 minutes or 2 hours later. So, good to just get on out and not have to sit through another hour and a half for an extra potential 5 points. Would have been terrible. Especially on a day that was already super low, not trading off a level, out of my wheelhouse a little bit of just trading momentum, so take the win. TX, shorts or longs? Time will tell. See what the open wants to do. I mean, we're below view ups now. ES is heading back to it, very choppy. I think if you guys are watching ES, which I think most of you do, anything along this overnight view up is going to be a place where it could definitely want to slow, like it's been chopping around all morning. But I think if you break for a new session low, right, because it's not that far, it's right here, like 33, it's 15 points on a yes. You make a new session low from pre-market, shorts down to yesterday's low could look nice. Or if you break above this previous day's POC, longs could look nice. I think anything in here is just, as you could see, pretty sideways. Especially with NQ looking a little bit more bearish already. Full alignment. YM's trying to hold up bullish as well, but the first 15 minutes can just shake that thing right down. And your bias is out the window.
I'm just looking through the news to see anything. You see Bruce's payout?
No. That's
Yeah,
a
go
new
on.
chart.
You got a new chart?
New chart. He texted me his layout. Said I changed the color for you.
Nice.
I'm like, it wasn't for me, buddy. The chat generally doesn't like it.
Yeah, go look on Twitter real quick.
James Robert Bruce. There he is. Another one. You should do the DJ Khaled. Another one from FTMO. Nice. James Robert Bruce. I knew it. $4,100. And he said another one. So I think he did have one fairly recently, right before that, on FTMO as well. 4 hours ago. That's that one. But yeah, that's great. And his Audi. That'll pay for the Audi. I'll pay for the new whip.
I got nothing really on the news.
When was that? All right. Nothing too crazy overnight. Emil took some trades. Daniel took a trade. But had everyone else do yesterday. Anyone else take advantage of the shorts? I mean, like I said, there was nothing but sellers at the. I mean, look at the 15-minute from pre-market yesterday into today. It's crazy. Yeah, this is what I'm pretty much. When did I try to buy it or wanted to buy it? I think it was in here. Wanted to buy it. Thought about it for a second. I didn't really want it, but I wanted to. And then it goes up a little bit, and then sellers step right back in. Small little pullback. Like, this is the only time where you buy it, it would have really given you that move you wanted. So it's like, well, how many times before that did you try to long it? That do you even have risk left to play this last one at 3 o'clock? That just like follow the trend. Right? You just see the longest come in, sell it back down. That'll be the easier money. So just gonna try to trade on the right side of view up today. We're gonna make Austin do that as well. He's been fighting it.
I know.
And then see what we could find. Where's this view up from?
You remember that bot that I was telling you about yesterday? That what was it? Malt
The
bot.
assistant?
People are buying a separate Mac Mini and putting the malt bot to run that entire computer. And then they're telling it simple things like figure out how to make me money. And people I've seen on Instagram are generating income now from a bot that they bought a computer for and just put it on a separate screen next to them. Because you wouldn't put it on this computer because then it would have access to everything. You would put it on a separate computer where it had limited access to limited passwords. It's fucking wild, bro. You tell this thing, Maltbot, trade my XFA. Maltbot, trade my funded account. What,
You
bro?
think it would work?
I don't know.
Has it seen Futures 2.0? Like, does it know it?
Study Futures 2.0 and then take trades like that for a month, and then I'll report back.
That'd be crazy.
Basically, send Maltbot out on a
Do it
mission.
between 9:30 and 12.
This is-
Only take trades within there.
Bro, this is literally like Christopher Columbus shit, right? When they were all sitting around a table and they were like, we think there might be some land over that way. And then the Queen of Spain or whatever was like, yep, Chris, you're going. Take 3 boats, take whatever, you're going. And then just let us know what happens. That's what we're doing now with AI. We're just like, yo, here's this new bot. Let it run free. See what you find on the other side of the ocean. It's crazy.
Yeah, see what it could do. See where it
See
takes
what it
you.
can do. It's uncapped what it can do. Oh, dude, it's crazy. I can't really be on Twitter though. Like, it's too much Jeffrey Epstein stuff still. You know,
What?
like
Stop
I'm
liking
either-
them, and then it'll stop showing them.
is that what's going on?
You're feeding the algo with like, because you're liking stuff to save them, so you can go back to them. And you're liking it. That's gonna feed the algo to be like, oh, he likes this shit. What a creep! Keep sending it to him.
Fuck. Okay, I'll try to stop.
Now Billie Eilish is all over mine. I gotta stop.
That's funny. I do like this pullback. My news this morning says ongoing volatility in global markets has been driven by the AI-related disruption fears. New AI tool releases, especially from Anthropic, triggered a significant sell-off in software and data analytics and legal service stocks, dragging down tech benchmarks and shaking investor sentiment. U.S. stock futures were mixed early Wednesday, with the S&P and the Dow slightly higher, but NASDAQ futures slipping as investors gauge reaction to the recent tech losses and await more earnings. Traders have dubbed the tech sector downturn a potential software as a service apocalypse, with heavy selling in SaaS stocks amid AI disruption concerns. SaaS is software as a service. TradeZella is a SaaS, selling software on a monthly subscription. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it says AMD beat Q4 earnings. Pull up AMD stock. I think it was down last night. AMD is the ticker. Beat Q4 earnings expectations and offered a solid outlook for Q1, but its stock fell, possibly reflecting broader tech market caution. Do you have a pre-market on? Where's the pre-market on that?
Oh, there's an error. Well, that's just the indicator.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
fix the indicator. I'll look up AMD. Oh, it's trading at 218, brother. You got to scroll down. Yeah, you for some reason you don't have it. I have it on my screen. Look, it's trading at 218.
Yeah, that went away, huh? That's in the settings somewhere.
You'd want that. Yeah, see, there's the big drop.
I used to. Where'd it go?
So that's continued to fade. It says Eli Lilly reported strong fourth quarter 2025 results, with revenue up 43% and earnings per share up 51%, provided optimistic guidance, helping lift healthcare. So what's the ticker on Eli Lilly? Booming. Woo, look at that thing. Booming, up almost 10%. Big dog, Eli Lilly. That's near all-time highs. Capital One Financial Corp saw its shares advance after strong quarterly results, so Capital One also up. Emerging market stocks continue to see robust inflows in January, suggesting global investors are rotating into a non-U.S. equity position amid diversification efforts and a weaker dollar backdrop. Private payroll growth in January came below expectations this morning. Was that this morning? Private payrolls, according to the ADP data, indicating a slower labor market in 2026, which markets may weigh against future rate decisions. So again, slower labor. We've been talking about that. Job market not as strong, harder to find a job. That's interesting. So Eli Lilly up, AMD down bad. So tech is going to slip here. So that's why you have NASDAQ making new session lows. Wow, look at my book map right now, Evan. Look at that. Something right here. Oh, you see that? 460 contracts just came on right there.
At 52.
51 and a quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's right back pretty much where the changeover was, where we ended yesterday's session. A lot of nothing.
Yeah, were you surprised to see it bounce back yesterday?
No.
No. Towards the end of the day?
Can't finish. I mean, like, it doesn't just finish on a rarely finishes at the lowest price of a day.
Yeah.
Makes a low, and then it just pulls back a little bit to finish.
Yeah, so I had the long on the New York VWAP up there, stopped out of that here. I bought this one at 69. I showed you that one. I closed that one here at New York VWAP. That was the first two. And then the third one was this one, 69.05. I added at 03, and then I closed it at 09. At most, it was almost at like 20. So I had a little more on it. And then as it started turning, I was like, fuck, dude, this sucks. Now it ends up coming all the way up to 40. So I had the entry at the bottom at 05. So it ends up being a 35-point move if I would have stayed in it yesterday, but I did not. I literally got out of it right
On the
there.
big candle, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting how it hits that low a day right around that 1, 2 o'clock hour always. It's always where our lower high a day it usually is, right around that time. So yeah, yesterday I finished down like $100.
Yeah, I mean, for 3 trades fighting the grain, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all. I was actually kind of happy with it.
Like, realistically, probably should have been like a -700 today if you're losing 3
Right.
trades.
Right.
You didn't lose them, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But
I won the second one and the third one technically, just didn't maximize the if I would have closed the third one at its most profit it had given me before I closed it, it would have put me up on the day like $250. And I just wanted more than that, you know? Trev, you thought I was smarter than that, dude? That's your first mistake, buddy.
Ash, good morning. Tarun, good morning. What's
We're
up?
slipping. Silver's up 7, almost 8%, but we're slipping on the indices. Bitcoin slipped to new lows, 74,700. So
I mean, I think Zach would want NQ to keep coming lower to like 25,300. Previous day's point of control to get that 80% set up.
yeah, but ES previous day point of control is above. So how do you swing that?
Well, we sweep down lower and grab it, and then we all go
YM
back higher.
YM already hit it too. So you say sweep down on NQ, go take it now, and then go higher to go get the ES later during the session. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad idea, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah.
No? It's not a bad idea.
Trev, you think we go lower today? I think nothing. I
Oh,
just
I didn't
react.
tell you. I have bad news.
What else is new? What? The sauna, the mirrors.
It's
What?
about the sauna. It's about the sauna.
There you go.
The concrete cracked already under the deck.
Damn, why? It was freezing?
Yeah, because it needs a 21-day cure, and it got so cold that it cracked. He told me yesterday. I haven't even seen it. He said it's big. My only response was, he goes, yeah, I got bad news. And I go, what? And he goes, the concrete cracked already. And I said, that doesn't sound like it's bad news. Not for me. And then he goes, well, we can leave it alone and I'll only charge you half, or we'll rip it all up and we'll fix it once the snow melts and we'll lay a new one. And I said, what would you do if it was your house, buddy? And he's like, oh, I'd rip it up. I said, we're going to rip it up, but make it right.
So you got to wait till like March or April?
Yep. So now I can't put the sauna together. Nothing. So I'm going to be saunaless forever till April. Yeah, because dude, it's not even getting above freezing still for weeks here. Like weeks.
It's been like single digits, huh?
It's crazy cold here today.
Yeah.
I think me and Randy are getting really lucky though. So the good news is I think it's supposed to be snowing the whole week we're there every
There
day.
you go.
So I think that's
There
good.
you
And they
go.
haven't gotten much snow. So hopefully that'll be good news.
Yeah, it's back up to 62 right now, which is good.
That's good. You're surviving. Yeah, it feels like 19 here. Yeah, highs every day 30, 32, 20, 22, 30, 37, 39, 35, 35.
18, a high of on Sunday, a high of 18 and 0, 4, 5.
Yeah. Yeah, my low on Saturday, and I'm getting snow Friday. My low on Saturday is 6, but I'm leaving Saturday, so I'm out of here anyway.
That's crazy.
It's warmer where I'm going. Isn't that crazy? It's gonna be like in the 40s where I'm skiing, which is warmer than yeah, like the temperatures in Seattle 37, 35, 35, 36, 35, 35.
Yeah, it's still
On the
cold,
mountain,
but yeah.
yeah, the mountain will be colder, but
I mean, it is crazy. Like Florida turns you into a bitch because like when it was
it
like
does.
40, I was on the balcony. I was like, oh my God, how did people live like this? It's like you were living like that a year ago.
Your whole life, dude. You lived like that your whole
I
life.
know. But maybe just because like I wasn't prepared for it, just came out of nowhere. But I was just like, oh my God, it's just cutting right through you. Because it was really windy. That's why it was cold, I guess. But when it was 75 the week prior, 35 feels like 10.
It's true. How much lower does NQ have
Connor,
to go?
what's up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good morning,
35 is
Connor.
not that cold.
It's cold enough, dude.
It's cold for sure. But like the type of freezing when you're like, I'm not even going outside.
No,
That's
that's where
why.
I'm at now. Like, if it's under 20, it's too cold to go outside. I'm not going outside. It's
Your
just not happening.
hands, your hands. Oh, that was the worst.
But I do like I'm still nice and I go get my old lady neighbor's thing, you know what I mean? Like her trash and shit. So like I went out and did that yesterday, but I went out in shorts. It was a terrible idea.
To show the neighborhood who's boss.
Well,
Like,
I just
I'm not
didn't think
affected
about
by
it. I
this.
just finished up working out real quick and I went out and grabbed it and it was cold as fucking balls, bro.
Yeah.
So I think this is actual news. So this is actually not conspiracy. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Trump is going to make an announcement that aliens are real. Like I'm almost 99% sure because there's a congressman from Missouri that was on a podcast that was telling this story that they're all trying to get this approval to go on a trip. He won't say where, but if you just look on the internet, it's South Korea. They have a they say they have a crashed UFO in South Korea that is so big they couldn't move it. They had to build an army installation building around it, build a building around it, and all of this apparently is super real. And Trump's going to come out in the next couple of months and acknowledge we are not alone and say that we need to focus on budgeting for Space Force and defending and things like that. And it's going to be this huge pivot because you've never had a president of a major country come out and say something like that. So
Oh my God.
yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'm like not I would bet that he comes out. Like if there's let's check the poly market on that. I bet you it's likely that Trump aliens. Let's just see. I bet you it comes up. Trump declassifies UFO files before 2027. Greater than 99% chance right now on Polymarket. Wouldn't take the other side of that one, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Yep. Isn't that crazy? Will the US confirm here? Will the US confirm that aliens exist before 2027? That you can actually bet right now 10 cents for the yes. So $100 pays 1,000 on that one. That's a good bet there, buddy. But
For
I guess
what?
if he does it this year, that's if
Uh,
this will be marked yes if the president of the United States or any member of cabinet states that extraterrestrial life or technology exists.
So
So I think
big you
that's coming.
couldn't move it. The fuck is it like the size of a football field?
If you're interested, you know, we're traders here, everybody, so we don't go too down the rabbit hole. But if you're interested, it's like 2 seconds of a Google search and you will find markups of it and satellite images of it and a bunch of shit.
Hmm.
Am I lagging?
No.
On StreamYard,
I
I'm
mean,
lagging.
well, they're trying to shut you up.
Why
All
do
this
they do this
yapping
to
you
me?
do on this extraterrestrial.
Yeah, bro. They gotta like I'm just trying to get on Polymarket, bro. It doesn't look like I'm lagging now, but my camera keeps shutting off today too. I don't know what's going on.
We got 20 minutes until the open, really nothing. There
No.
is nothing that's happened overnight. Maybe some quick longs, but definitely want to see how this first 15 minutes shakes out, especially if it's volatile like yesterday's. In either direction. I almost just I want to get out of this range, get a new price, either make a new high or a new low. Um, just because like trading within here, it bounces, but bounces right back down. So I'll keep an eye on NQ and ES, see how the stocks open up. do a giveaway later on in the week. How many reviews are we at? We close to 400? I feel like we got pretty
We're
close.
very close. Very close.
Nice.
Here, look, ready? Listen to this.
One of the asks that I've put
This is a congressman from Missouri.
into the White House, and I think that they legitimately are trying to make happen, is a series of visits to some of these locations, right? Like I have obviously been given throughout this investigation locations that where it's reported that that these materials or objects or craft exist, or the bodies exist, or the archive exists, and we have that's where that sits. We've given the DoD a list. So the White House has told the DoD to make it happen. I mean, to Trump's credit,
See,
as a disclosure. So that's
like he's saying, that's the White House putting him on notice. Like, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it done. Get the information together for us to make a statement and be able to release what's going on.
the extent at which
What good would that do?
What?
What good would that do? You think the public could handle that type of information?
Yeah, I think majority of people believe there's aliens. So like, there's something more than just like we're not alone in the universe. Chat,
But to
hold
have
the
it be
chat.
now a fact or sound
I don't
like
know.
it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, don't ask me to go deep on why, because it's like that's like pulling a thread. There could be so many reasons of why to release it. I'm just saying, pretty reliable sources are saying they're going to make an official statement here about we are not alone.
is literally just saying to the Department of slim down at the beginning. That's what they're asking, and then is one of those locations. Although, really, just for nostalgia, from everyone that I've spoken to on this topic that has any kind of information, they say that that's not where the goods are.
So I think I have the other clip too. I'll show you where they were talking about the other. Yeah, Brian posted this. This actually is worth sharing. Look at that. This is the gold futures chart. He said gold futures up against a declining 5 SMA and anchor from all-time high. So just something to keep an eye on there. Could run into resistance here in the near future. Yeah, this is the clip.
An object that is not, there is reportedly an object that is not in this country that is so large it cannot be moved, that they've built an entire building around it. And I think either Greer or another individual has actually mentioned this site, but I'm not going to mention it because it is a classified location. But there is a really apparent, there's reported a really large object, and that's one of the locations that I'm requesting to get to. It's going to.
So this is Eric Burleson. It says here, congressman from Missouri. This is him. He's requesting to go there and see this thing. So that's what I'm saying. Something's going to happen here the next couple of months or a year or two. We're going to get information about this thing. So then if you type it in, like if you read this, they talk about this. I think it's in South Korea UFO. Yeah, they're like Joe Rogan's talked about it. Like,
start talking about like gravity propulsion systems that the government's been hiding, and there's back engineering programs.
Imagine if
They've
that was
got
real.
crashed UFOs, and there's one of them. It's only like a couple 100 feet wide, but you go inside of it, it's the size of a football field. Like,
right, like
what?
the TARDIS.
Yeah, or the one in Korea that's so big they had to build a building around it because they could.
See, so it's been talked about before. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hoping we can get some access to these fuckers, because I'd love one where I could like walk out of my house, go into this little ship, but I go in there and it's massive. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like this huge room. Because that's what he's saying. Like these devices would have the capability to make it so like it would look small to us, but then inside, I guess, because of gravity or because of space or some fucking nerd shit, like it's huge, as big as football fields in there. So like, oh, that's just my shed in the backyard. You go in the shed. No, dude, it's not a shed. It's a man cave with like a basketball court, trading desks. All the boys are in there hanging out, dude. Imagine that your shed and my shed both teleport into the same location. Like that'd be crazy.
Like the
That'd
door
be
to
crazy.
Narnia. The Narnia.
Literally
You
like
go to the
Narnia.
dresser and you got a whole nother world.
Basically like Narnia. You're right. Fuck.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I just would love to know how Trump's going to say it. We found them. They're huge. Some would say if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have been found. They wouldn't have been this huge. But we found them. They're huge.
I spoke to them.
They
they're
wouldn't have
nice.
talked to
They're
Biden. He
people.
was too stupid.
They're nice. I said, listen.
They like to deal with me. They know I know how to make deals.
All right. Where does NQ maybe find some support? Previous day's point of control? Do we come down to value area low? Definitely a little bit more bearish than ES, but all it takes is one little open on ES to also look like it's heading towards yesterday's low. So
Why did James say he made his charts look like yours? Yours look like mine. It's
he
me.
made a gray background.
I'm him.
Made a gray background, and he's still zoomed out too much that no one's looking at this. Too many lines and boxes.
I mean, it's definitely better, dude.
Oh, yeah. Get up in the meat. Give me
Yeah.
the meat on the bone. I don't need to see Sunday overnight. Show me today. Bang. But improvement, one step at a time, you know? Teaching an old dog new tricks. Anthony, what indicators? This is our new indicator that's not quite out yet. Still making some updates to it, but it'll be out soon enough.
Yeah.
Already broken below today's value area. Okay. And ES and NQ look a little bit different today, so that's why we wait for the first 15 minutes. It's gonna give us a lot more information than what we can make of this pre-market. If you got any other questions, jump on to ASFX TV. We're gonna be jumping over there in about 5 minutes or so. Send any markups you want reviewed. Any questions on trades? Join some trades with us. Randy should be on with us, right?
Yep.
We'll see what we can find.
They're predicting for like some massive blizzard when the day I get back from this trip next week, bro. It's far
Yeah.
away. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but they're saying that's like whenever all my weathermen on Twitter are eyeing up the next big storm. So of course I'm gonna go from I'm gonna be in snow for like 2 weeks straight between being out there and then coming home to snow. It's just gonna be I'm
You've
an
been in
igloo.
snow already.
Yeah, I've been in snow. You're right.
Yeah. The fuck? Welcome to the Northeast.
Yeah, but dude, it's been a lot of snow this year, more so than usual. I feel like.
On the year where there was no hurricanes here. I mean, what a
Right.
time. What a time for me to
Insane.
leave.
What a time for you to leave, dude. That's for sure.
Crazy timing. I called the bottom.
Some would say, yeah, you ticked the bottom.
Yeah. What do we got? Pretty much a month from today. You'd be in the warmth again.
Here's an interesting
It's
stat
like
today.
90 degrees there.
Over 70% of real estate agents did not sell a home in 2025. Isn't that
70?
crazy? 70.
Can they call themselves a real estate agent then?
Like it's just so easy to get the license. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You never fixed up your links like I asked you to on ASFX TV, man.
I know.
We'll do it. Put them into chat. Make it all nice. Because I
Chat.
don't like seeing all that. I'm gonna go get the stream started in a minute. Yep. So I'm working hopefully with Jay to get that post-market video thing rocking too. So we got that going next week.
Well, you're not gonna be here next week, are you?
No, but I should still be able to use it. If everything goes the way I'm thinking, I should
Yeah,
be
if
able
you
to
give it to me.
Yeah, you could do it too, I guess. Oh, they had the NFL last night for the
What does that mean?
Pro Bowl.
Oh, fuck that. Pro Bowl games. It's not even a game anymore.
Yeah, they had Jalen Hurts in sweatpants and a microphone throwing a football. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it's been terrible for years.
There's like no fans in there anymore. Like there's no one in there.
It's terrible. They play like dodgeball and the joke. I mean, the years prior, the game before that, when they actually played a football game, that was terrible too. Because no one's trying to get hurt
Right.
in this game and actually hit somebody.
Right.
But like in the 90s, they were smoking them. They were actually hitting like it was the Super Bowl. The people watched.
Nothing stays good forever, Evan, as you know.
Yeah. I mean, the
All right,
NBA
I'll
All
start.
Star game got worse too, I think.
Oh, dude, of course.
They just start chucking up like half court shots. MLB is not bad. You usually would play for like home field advantage in the World Series, so it meant something. Like you wanted to
Right.
win.
That's how it should be. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, you got to play for something. But that's
Right.
like an all-star break in the middle of the season,
Right.
as is NBA. But NFL, it's like the season's over. Why the hell am I trying in anything? I'm not getting hurt. to have to rehab this Pro Bowl injury. So it makes sense, but it's just terrible. It's a terrible watch.
All right, I'm going to start the stream.
Yes,
See you
sir.
on there, friends.
See ya. Trev, I'd have to assume it'll hit Ohio. I don't know though. 15 inches still there is crazy. But any last questions? Questions, comments, concerns? Like I said, top one sale is still live. So if you need a new top one futures account, 60% off your next one, 40% off every other account after that. You can still copy trade up to 10, which is nuts. You don't have to do all 10, but you can up to 10. That's always good. But the link to that is in my bio. You could just use code Evan. But that's what I'll be trading today. I got my account. This one's fairly new. This one's up 1180. So it's a little baby. She's fresh. Not even halfway there. But we'll keep on chugging along with it. I also got another one that's up 1800. So that's more so the focus, but we'll see what we can find. Trading the top one futures accounts today, all on TradingView, all on Tradeovate. No more Project X. So if you need one, go grab it. And then where are we at? Here we go. On ASPEX TV, you can see the upcoming schedule. All of this week scheduled, all of next week. Zach will be live again this afternoon as well. So if you can't make our New York stream, there's another one this afternoon, absolutely free. And this is where we'll be going in a couple minutes. All right, you guys can always go to my links, link in bio. You'll find it just here. First, use code first. And that way it would be part of our giveaway on Thursday and Friday. And let's see. Real quick. The Trustpilot, how many reviews we got? 392. So once we get to 400 reviews, we're doing a $400 cash giveaway. We got one 17 hours ago from Hector. It's amazing. The logic behind people. Beautiful. Nice. Thank you, Hector. Trevor gave a nice long one. Customer. It's an interesting name. The best futures trading education. Thank you, customer. But yeah, so once we get 8 more reviews, we give away $400. I appreciate you guys chilling with us pre-market. Be back again here on Friday and on ASFX TV every day. All right, so jump on in there, make yourself known in the chat, ask questions, show some patience. Let's have a good week, good start to the month, and I'll see you guys on there. See you, Trev. See you, Ash, Anthony, James, Fit Trader, everybody. Trev, appreciate you.